Want to sell biocidal products in the EU? Here's what you must know. The European market seems very attractive for non-European manufacturers of human hygiene, disinfectants and other biocidal products. Although the demand is high, there is an obstacle that makes business for non-EU companies, well, kind of difficult. In the EU, hand disinfectants fall under the scope of the Biocidal Products Regulation, which requires biocidal products to be registered before being placed on the market. So if you want to learn about biocidal product registrations, click on the pop-up banner. In this video, I'll focus only on notification procedure since the authorization is so complex that it takes at least 3 years to complete. In other words, no quick solution here. So if you want to learn about the authorization of biocidal products, see my previous videos on YouTube or LinkedIn. So what is it that makes life hard for non-EU suppliers? It's called Article 95 compliance. According to this article, a biocidal product cannot be made available on the EU market unless either the substance or the product supplier is included on the Article 95 list for the product type to which the product belongs. To give you an example, if you produce ethanol-based hand disinfectant, your product must contain ethanol as an active substance sourced from a supplier of ethanol listed in the Article 95 list. In other words, you must buy your active substance or the entire mixture from one of the suppliers included in the list. Let's take a look at the list. It's an Excel file and I posted the link to the download page in the description. So here I filtered out ethanol, and since ethanol is a very common active substance, there are 246 suppliers listed for ethanol. I believe this is a record actually. These suppliers can be either substance suppliers or product suppliers, or even both. Most of them are listed here because of the Article 95 compliance. And this is indicated by the Article 95 submission inclusion reason. So for the Article 95 compliance, you have to buy an active ingredient or the mixture from one of the suppliers listed in the list. This applies to EU and non-EU manufacturers. However, it's more likely that EU manufacturers of hand disinfectants buy actives from EU suppliers, while this is not common for non-EU manufacturers. So assuming you are a non-EU manufacturer who wants to sell the finished product on the EU market. In this case, buying an active substance from an EU supplier is not an option, right? So what's the alternative? You could get on the list, but it's easier said than done. To get on the list, you have two options. First option, you must submit a complete dossier for the authorization of the active substance. However, if you consider the costs and the time required, this is not a quick solution. Second option, and the most common one, is to buy a letter of access to the dossier, shorter LOA, from one of the substance suppliers already included in the list. To find the right supplier, filter out Review Program Participants, or RP participant, and this way you will get the list of companies that can sell you the LOA for the respective active substance. This option is much quicker and less expensive than submitting the complete dossier, but it's not an easy one. Although you buy an LOA, you must still prove that your active substance is equivalent to the active substance for which you have purchased the LOA. Besides proving the equivalence, you also have to negotiate other terms and conditions for purchasing the LOA with the supplier. Terms and conditions depend on the substance and a supplier or a consortium. Normally suppliers would be happy to give you the LOA for free if you commit to buying an active substance from them. But buying an LOA just to get on the Article 95 list is a different story. I don't want to discourage you from selling biocidal products on the EU market, but only to be clear what to expect when planning your activities. In practice, Article 95 compliance proved to be one of the biggest obstacles for non-EU suppliers on their way to the EU market. However, as said, the terms and conditions for the purchase of the LOA depend on a substance, a supplier, or a consortium. So different suppliers may have different maybe more or less favorable conditions for purchasing LOA. So that's it. If you see the potential for your product, don't hesitate. Identify active substances and check the Article 95 list for suppliers that can sell you the letter of access. If you want to learn more about biocidal products in the EU, check our YouTube channel playlist for the complete guide. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.